Welcome to What the Fuck News. My name is May May. How are you guys doing this morning? I'm gonna get straight to the point. I know that no one's talking about Aaliyah's death, and I'm not going to talk about Aaliyah's death. I heard about it, I read about it, but what I've noticed is that her name keeps coming up in social media. So I remember when Aaliyah was doing her thing in the business, okay? And I don't understand why everyone is making it seem like she was some type of angel or whatnot, okay? Because from my understanding, Aaliyah was passed around from man to man to man to man to man, okay? So how they turned that into Aaliyah being an angel, I had no idea. Aaliyah was never like innocent. You know what I mean? She didn't get to be a child or have innocence. A lot of it I blame on the parent, because the parent, not only was her parent doing her thing with sleeping with some of these people in the industry, but Aaliyah was sleeping with everybody. She was trying to sleep her way to the top, okay? So she wasn't no angel, and she wasn't innocent, okay? So, I'm just tired of everyone making it seem like she was some type of angel when she really wasn't, okay? I don't understand that. This girl, Aaliyah, she was smashing her way to the top. Wild things used to go on with Rockefeller back in the day. A lot of wild shit. She was involved in a lot of stuff that we don't know nothing about, So I'm just going to update you guys on Aaliyah's part of Aaliyah's life this morning. She was an opportunist, and Jay-Z really did like her before she started smashing Dame. She also had a lesbian relationship with one of her best friends. Allegedly, it was Missy Elliott. Okay, and we all know that Missy Elliott is a dyke, right? Okay, so the rumor is allegedly that Aaliyah was sleeping with Missy Elliott. Okay, allegedly. Dame was going to marry her because he was too an opportunist. They were perfect for each other, both opportunists. To make matters worse, now one of her best friends has a baby with Dame. But he claimed that he loved Aaliyah so much, but he slept with her best friend. Okay? Don't believe everything that you hear, alright? A lot of it's bullshit. I'm just going to keep it real. The girl could not sing. I'm serious. Her voice wasn't all that, I don't know why people try to make it seem like she was so super talented. She could not sing, okay, in my opinion. And I can say this because it's my opinion. Everybody has a right to their opinion. And as far as her dancing goes, she was pretty much average on that. On the dancing thing, she was just average. She was no, what is it? What's the girl who can dance? She wasn't no Janet Jackson or Sierra or anything like that. As far as dancing goes, she was just average, In fact, she didn't even dance that much in her videos. And you really can't really compliment her voice, because she didn't never really go live with her performances. So you don't really know exactly what her voice sounded like, actually. Not to mention, she can't take any credit for her music because she didn't write or produce or anything on her songs. Some of the people that she's hopped into bed with was like DMX. I'm going to say allegedly she's hopped into the bed with DMX, Genuine, Timberland, Missy Elliott, Jay-Z, R. Kelly, and Damon Dash. And the list goes on and on and on and on. This girl was an industry hoe, and she was passed around from guy to guy to guy to guy to guy to guy. Okay, so she wasn't no innocent girl. Okay, I don't like to talk about young girls like that, but I'm just telling you guys the truth of what was going on while Aaliyah was here. All of these older guys was like much older than her. She was just a teenager, but these guys were grown. Okay, I don't know what it is about men, but they like little girls. It's a sickness. You know, it's a mental illness when you're sexually attracted to little girls. That's a mental illness, and it's called pedophilia. I don't care what her age was. I don't care if she was 17, 18. These were grown-ass men. I have an 18-year-old, and I wish a grown man would try to mess with my little girl. Okay? These were grown-ass men messing with a little girl, and it's not right. And you know, I'm surprised at the acceptance of today of grown-ass men sleeping with little girls. Because Dame would get on there and talk about her. Timberland would get on there and talk about how they, you know, was loving her and stuff and wanted her. Jay-Z, all of them. There was all grown-ass men messing with a little teenage girl, and that's sick, mentally ill. And if people, if you don't find anything wrong with that, then something's wrong with you too. Okay? All of them are sick, and they get on there and talk about it like it's normal. That's mentally disturbed people who are sexually attracted to little girls. That's sick. Really. My truck is a mess, y'all. It looks like a dump. I'm so busy. I don't have time to clean it. I'll get around to it. But look, I got some pictures that I took, excuse me, to give you some type of idea how Aaliyah was conducting her life. Can you see that? Let me turn on the light. Let's see if that'll help. I got to work early. Can you guys see that? They were having, you know, those parties that they have. Celebrities have sex parties and shit, gay parties and all that. They have all kinds of fucking weirdo parties. Now, Aaliyah was a teenager. I don't even think she was 18 at that time that these pictures were taken. She wasn't 18 yet. But Jay-Z and Dame were grown-ass men during these pictures. Okay? They weren't teenagers. They were grown. It's sick. And her mom is just as sick as the rest of them. All she could see was dollar signs. So she was really willing to sell her daughter ass just to get on for the money. Okay? Here's another picture. That's some sick shit, y'all. I don't care what y'all say. That's some sick shit right there. I wouldn't trust none of my kids around Jay-Z, Dame, Timberland. All those motherfuckers are child predators. And I wouldn't trust none of them around any of my children. None of them. Really. And I would never have a child by any of them. Because I'd be scared they try to do something to my kid. Really. If you'll sleep with someone else's kid, why wouldn't you sleep with... If you'll sleep with a kid, period, what's going to stop you from sleeping with your own child? Really. All of those motherfuckers are child sex predators. And it's a mental illness, and it's sick. Including, excuse me. All this mess in my car. Russell Simmons. He's attracted to young, like, girls too. I don't get it. It's just very sick. Jermaine Dupri. Who else? A lot of them. They just, I think Diddy. Well, Diddy is attracted to whatever. He don't even give a fuck. He don't care if you're a man, woman, cat, rat. Diddy lay down with anybody. But it's just really sick to me. And what gets me is today in 2020, it's accepted as normal for grown-ass men to be laying down with children. But you know what? That's the agenda that the white man want to push anyway. They want pedophilia to be considered normal. And that's the agenda. They're pushing that pedophilia, because they want it to be looked at as normal. And I think they're winning, because people get on there and tell you that they like little girls and little boys, and everybody will just laugh like it's like accepted and normal. So I guess they're winning with that. And you know, they got the agenda that they're pushing with the gay folks. They want that to be considered normal. They're putting laws in effect for that. The transgender word they made up, they done made that legal, and they got rights and stuff like that, thanks to Obama. And they're legalizing a lot of freaky wild shit, you know. That's why it's important for us to take care of our children. Don't trust your kids with anybody, because this shit is more prevalent than we know. You know, a lot of people in positions with the government are involved in pedophilia, child trafficking, all that. Taking our kids and killing them and taking their organs and stuff like that. The government, a lot of people in government, high positions, are involved in that shit, and it's being covered up. I think Oprah Winfrey is involved in that shit as well. But I'm not sure. That's allegedly. But Oprah is involved in a lot more shit than she wants us to know. And she pays people off to keep things quiet. Okay, but the thing is, this is not about Oprah, right? I know. This is about Aaliyah. So what I'm trying to say is, I want people to stop glorifying Aaliyah, okay? Stop trying to make her something that she wasn't, okay? Because Aaliyah was averagely talented, if she was talented at all, okay? Nobody's ever heard her sing live, so we don't know if she could sing or not. She was a pretty little girl, and she was taken advantage of by her mother and Jay-Z and Dame and Timberland and Missy Elliott. They all was they was all animals trying to fuck. That's all they were trying to do, trying to fuck a little girl. All of them, okay? So these people that you're worshiping and all this kind of stuff, paying for their music and stuff, you know, everybody talking about R. Kelly like he was such a monster. And indeed he was. But hey, so was Missy Elliott. So was Timberland. So was Jay-Z. So was Dame. And on the list of people that this girl laid down with, all of them were fucking pedophiles and monsters. So don't leave them out. When you're talking about R. Kelly, don't leave out the other folks that were involved with Aaliyah as well. Okay? They should all be on trial. Seriously. Anyway, I'm kind of tired, y'all. I was up late last night. Tired. But I got to get over it, because I got to take my ass in there to work today. Listen, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share. Have a good day, people. I love you. Toodles.